Sarah Boone has now learned how to get handwritten letters on the docket for the appellate court. I waited all weekend for this to become public, and we're here. We finally got it. Now I'm going to be giving you my raw reaction. I have not read ahead beyond seeing the title on the docket that got me excited for this to be released. And I'm going to mention it because I know I mentioned drinking Monster again in a previous video. If I seem a little high energy, I don't think it's due to the Monster. I bought over the weekend some melatonin, and I haven't had it in a while, and I slept really, really well. Had weird dreams, but I slept really, really well, and I've been feeling full of energy all weekend, which has made the waiting a little worse. Also, I bought some turkey sausage and used that to mix into some like turkey stuffing, and it was absolutely amazing. Highly recommend that one. But let's get into Sarah Boone. So, a motion for defendant, appellant Sarah Boone, to be included in and added to the certificate of service by all parties to receive important information regarding her appeal and the process of. I don't know if this is her. I'm assuming she's copied this style of title from somewhere else. We've all seen the way she writes. I'm assuming that, I don't know if she's entitled to this, but I'm assuming that's why the title is worded this way. Comes now, defendant appellant Sarah Boone, and respectfully request to be rightfully included in and added to the certificate of service in correspondence filings produced by all parties in her appeal, including and foremost from. So I'm wondering, she's saying rightfully, are we going to get case law or anything like that, or is she just going to demand it like she, likes to do? A, Orange County Clerk of Court. B, Judge Michael S. Kranick. C, 6th District Court of Appeal. D, Attorney General. Does she think the Attorney General of Florida is going to step up for her? That'd be funny. E, Criminal Appeals DAB. F, all counsel for representation, former and present. G, any future parties to be included in this matter. You know what that means, right? You know what that means? Sarah is literally saying, listen, when I have to go through 17 more lawyers, I want all of them too. She is admitting she knows it's going to be a chain, right? In support of her motion, the defendant appellant states the following. I, Sarah Boone, is the other primary party in this case for her criminal appeal. Talking about herself in the third person. 2, she was sentenced in her criminal case on December 18th, 2024. 3, due to her I'm going to mispronounce this word because I haven't heard it in a while. Indigent status. Hey, I got it right. The court appointed an appellate attorney to represent her during the appeal process, where she is still waiting to understand whom her present attorney is. Michael Kranick filed an order to you explaining it yet again, Sarah. Watch the previous videos. And the status of, from no information provided by the Orange County Clerk of Court, Judge Michael S. Kranick, or the 6th DCA, or any direct contact made by the attorney themselves. So, literally, by the time of this filing, unless I am wrong, I might be wrong, Michael Kranick reaffirmed it. But not only that, Sarah knew, because we knew, everyone knew who her new attorney was. Since her sentencing and ongoing a full year since being transferred to DOC, she has not been properly and fairly included and receiving copies of general correspondence, withdrawals, updated attorney contact information, extensions, judgments, amendments, essential filings between her directly from other parties listed above. So I guess this is her defense. Her defense is, I'm not receiving things. I bet, because we've had some stuff come out with Sarah Boone. I covered some of it, not all. But if you haven't followed along, some stuff has come out about her at one point getting to go to like a doctor's office and how she wanted to see the outside world more. I think this is a case of Sarah thinking, what if I can somehow deny I've received or have access to anything and force myself into a courtroom to force myself physically out of the prison to be able to see like a McDonald's as the bus goes down the road. I think that might be something in her head right now. Personal thought. I bet she's thinking that. Also, she's claiming she doesn't have access, and you might be thinking, well, what about all the people that were in contact with her? She probably, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if she has any of those left. I think she might have burned all the bridges directly or indirectly. Of course, Lana has passed away, which now there is a thing from Sarah saying she doesn't care that Lana passed away, basically. A lot more insults to the other people that were still working with her. So there's a chance she has no one left on the outside. If she has anyone and they know all of this other stuff that's come out recently, I don't know what to tell them, right? It's pretty crazy. But she might not actually have them helping her, but I have to imagine she has access to this stuff. Wherefore, in order for the defendant appellant Sarah Boone and other primary party to be rightfully included in her case and informed as the aforementioned, she is requesting also to be included in the certificate of service on all future filings to receive appropriate copies via United States Postal Service through the DOC legal mail or until appointed counsel is established to do so accordingly. Your counsel is established, Sarah. They are choosing not to talk to you if they're not talking to you. Defendant appellant's current mailing address for legal documents only, and they have that listed below. And of course, she signs it off, respectfully submitted on the 17th day of November 2025, Sarah Boone. And yes, I just checked when I cut the video. This was filed after it was reaffirmed yet again who her attorney is. But remember, we've already knew and she should have known. Absolute mess, to be honest. Sarah Boone has another docket she can file on. We might get another situation where she draws her like circus style advertisement for an attorney, right? She is basically just trying to deny she has one or at least has contact with them. I think she is playing dumb in this instance to try to wiggle her way into getting outside. Be like, look, I'm not contacting my attorney and they're not giving me my filings. I really need to be in front of some judges to file complaints, and I got to do that in person. I shouldn't be doing it behind Zoom, because she also believed that her family law case was going to get her in person. And that does also make me wonder if somewhere that is part of why the family law case is happening and why she didn't try to come up with some sort of a agreement, is because she thought that if she fought it, she would get to repeatedly go outside for possibly the last time in her life. I think that is a very, very, very real possibility with Sarah. Now that we know how fascinated she was by being able to see people in the real world. So, yep, thought I would put that out for you. And yeah, I'm going to mention it again. Just at the end, it's not involving Sarah. I bought turkey sausage a while back and just threw it in the freezer. And I just had the thought, I made like stuffing from scratch. And I always put like a little, generally when I make like stuffing, I like to put a little turkey or chicken meat in it. So I took it and I browned it up, and it just kind of like made it into like a gravy basically, and then mixed that into the stuffing. And oh man, it was so rich and good after it was baked. And I had just chicken stock, and the chicken stock ended up tasting like turkey because so much had like come out. And the sausage, I think they put like, at least the brand I had was like not just seasonings, but also had like apple juice and stuff in it, which I think really just helped the flavor. So hey, if you're looking for something to do with your Thanksgiving leftovers, or you want to try something different, the holidays coming up, that'll be there for you. Trying to think if there's anything else coming up. I have a big game release in December for the new Pokemon stuff. So if Sarah Boone releases something then, I'm gonna be late, right around then, because I'll probably go hard on that for the gaming channel. After that, I don't know. I think I might have something at the end of December, which nothing really happens with courts because, everything kind of slows down, between Christmas and New Year. So there probably won't be anything really for this channel. And anyway, but I'll be something going on there. And then I think there's something in January that I can't remember at the end. But yeah, so I am looking for possibly like other cases again. Finally, like doing some diving. A lot of stuff I find interesting, but nothing going to court like new in the last few weeks. I was sick for like a week, but like I've not seen anything that like drew me in. And I think with the holidays coming up, there just might not be new cases that really pull me until like January, February when the ball starts rolling, because it seems like courts don't like to like pull the juries in and then it maybe get delayed through the holidays and all that. So just thought I'd do this update. Thought I'd give you a little update on the stuffing, because it was probably the best stuffing I've ever had. And I'll see you in the next video, whenever that'll be, on whatever topic it will be. There's a bunch of government court stuff right now. I've been posting in like the post section on YouTube instead of doing videos, and that stuff's wild. If that interests you, there's cases being ordered dismissed and all sorts of crazy stuff.